What's going on, Omnibuddies? Mitch here, and today we are doing an Omnibuddy overview. What are we looking at? We are looking at one of the greatest cosmic sagas of all time. It is at least my favorite cosmic saga of all time by Marvel. It is the War of Kings saga. All right, so this is the DM version. I have both of them here. And here is my original version of War of Kings, the one that I have had for years now, and I read. And it is freaking awesome. I'm so pumped that Marvel has been reprinting all of these. They just reprinted War of Kings, which is like basically the central point of, well, the War of Kings saga, this cosmic saga. It basically starts with Annihilation, Annihilation Conquest, Road to War of Kings, and then Realm of Kings. So there's like 5 Omnis in this whole overarching story. War of Kings is absolutely the central piece to it. It's my second favorite, actually, of the series. Road to War of Kings, which is kind of like I describe it as like the calm before the storm. This is definitely the storm, but Road to is, or Prelude, whatever you want to call it, is kind of that calm before the storm, and it has some really cool stuff in here, but this is definitely where everything in the universe, not just under the sun, our sun, but everything in the universe hits the fan. So, you know what? Let's take a quick look at this and maybe compare them to the older Omni too. Let's check it out. So this is the War of Kings Omnis. This is the original printing on the right, and this is the new printing on the left. They do have this cover available. This is the new DM variant cover here on the left, so you can kind of see a little bit what they look like. They did this crazy wraparound cover, which is pretty cool for the original printing, but the other 2 books that sit around it, Road to and Realm of Kings, are black spines, so it does not match the spine. So I actually have a couple different custom dust jackets I did, which was kind of a funny one. Groot of Kings, and it just says I'm Groot all over it. And then we did this with Vulcan and a bunch of Inhumans and things on there to match the spine, but I always keep this one on there because I think it's hilarious, and the whole thing just says I am Groot on there. So anyways, but that aside, so this one has a really nice matching spine. It's got the red down it, which is pretty cool because then you have the other 2 Omnis on each side that are in black, and then there's the back, and we can, let's see what the dust jacket looks like, what it looks like under the dust jacket. Pull that off. We got this beautiful wraparound art on here. Ooh, so gorgeous. I love when they do hardcovers with that wraparound art. And I believe it's still the same as, same art as the original printing. And they are about the same width still. Slightly narrower on the new printing versus the old printing. Yeah, you can kind of see maybe like a quarter-inch difference on there. But we will get the original printing out of the way, and we'll crack this bad boy open and we talk about it. So basically, this has the main epic War of Kings saga in it. There's Road to, and then Realm of Kings, which is the second one, or one after this. So Road to War of Kings, Realm of Kings. Leading up to it, you have Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest. So this is kind of the 4th book in a 5-book series, but if you're going to read one, read this one. It's my second favorite. Road to is my first favorite, but if you're only going to read one of the 5, this is the one to read because it is the main event. So it's definitely what you want to read. But yeah, this thing has the Inhumans, has X-Men, the Guardians of the Galaxy, I mean, you got the Kree Empire, you have just the Skrulls. It is bonkers how many people are in this book and how just epic this entire series is. So you got X-Men Icebreaker, War of Kings, Darkhawk, War of Kings Warrior. Oh, I forgot some over here. Uncanny X-Men, X-Men Kree, Emperor Vulcan, Divided We Stand, Secret Invasion, War of Kings, Regular War of Kings, War of Kings Ascension, War of Kings Savage World, War of Scar, Nova, Guardians of the Galaxy, War of Kings Who Will Rule, Marvel Spotlight, War of Kings. Yeah, it is insane how much is actually in here and how much is in this book. It all does kind of blend together for me because I read all 5 Omnis in one go. But, oh man, kind of flipping through this again and looking at this and seeing Vulcan and just his BA self as an emperor. Oh, man, just so cool seeing this. I think it's in this one. It was one of my favorite Marvel moments of all time where I think it was who was it? The Guardians of the Galaxy or Silver Surfer. Some of the cosmic guys go to Earth and they're talking to Tony Stark and they're sitting there with them and they're like, dude, where have you been? We've been like saving the universe multiple times over. What the heck are you guys doing? They're like, whoa, we've had some, things we've been dealing with, lots of really like tough stuff, like Secret Invasion and Civil War. We've been fighting each other really hard. And they're like, what are you guys doing? Like, oh honey, you think that's hard? Oh, we've been saving the universe like every other day. Tony's just like completely put in his place and given perspective. So good. But I mean, I don't want to talk too much about all this story and everything that goes on because it is so much like interplay on like family, with Vulcan and taking the Shire Empire's throne and trying to like take over things, and Nova Corps and Starjammers and the Guardians. Oh man, just just the craziness of like, I mean, come on, like enormous sword man, come on, like so good. And then just all these crazy powers and the interplay. That's what blows me away with this. Like all of a sudden you have like Wolverine and Nightcrawler, and then you have the Inhumans and Black Bolt and all these guys and Lockjaw and then all of a sudden you have Silver Surfer swinging in and Super Skrulls and what in the world, and like Gates jumping around the universe, and then Lady Death and so good. And y'all, come on, look at this art. Look at it. Look at it. You say no, but yes, look at it. I mean, you cannot. Oh man, this is peak. Oh, okay. Come on. This is peak Marvel right here. If you are at all interested in Marvel cosmic saga stuff, this is it. This is where you go. You don't go to like, I love my boy Silver Surfer, and but this is where you go. This is where you get the story. This is where you're gonna get MCU pulling stuff from all this different. Oh, Darkhawk. Oh, he's such a beast in this. And oh man, just reading this. If you haven't read this, I am so jealous of you right now because you get to read this for the first time and just experience, man. And I know it's not in this one. I know it's in Road to War of Kings with the Super Skrull and that whole backstory. And the art's a little wonky in that one. It's totally a total departure from what you have been reading. But man, you get some of that backstory and then you see these people, what happens to these people and what they go through, and wow, there are some emotional beats in here, and just, I did get a little bit of what is it, xenomorph vibes from these. Come on, looks pretty alien. Yeah. Oh man, look at these covers too. Such a nice job. And I mean, I did not break this volume, this one open at all, or break the spine in at all, but man, you get a really nice eye hole in here if you've cracked open the spine nicely and relaxed it. I've read my original pretty well, and I mean, hot dang, look at that eye hole. Like, zero gutter loss on these books. Like, once you get them relaxed, like, wow. Ooh, look at that. Look at Black Bolt. This book made me go, I need to read more Black Bolt, and I need to read all about the Inhumans, because wow, Black Bolt was just annihilates people in this book and is just a beast. And oh man, I didn't know much about Lockjaw and Black Bolt. So nice. Medusa. Oh, such good stuff in here. I did not know much about Inhumans, or even the Kree and the Skrulls going into these books, but it really takes you along for the ride, and you really are never lost in what's going on. If you have a very high level understanding of these characters and who they are, you do not have to worry about being lost and having a huge you don't need a huge backstory knowledge on what, just the entire Marvel universe. If you have a pretty good, jeez, so good. Look at that. What? Yeah, War of Kings. I mean, come on. There you go. There is some of the War of Kings right there. You get that kind of, I mean, what? Look at it. Look at it. I'm just going to stay silent for a second so you can appreciate that. Wow. Boom. I mean, dang. Just so nice. Anyways, I'll keep flipping through a little bit. Try not to show too much, but I mean, man, the color in this book, everything just pops. The art is just so cool. It's always moving. It is like just one giant action scene from one to the next with, I mean, yeah, there's dialogue, but there's not like, it's not super exposition heavy. I mean, come on. It's just not ultra heavy in exposition. You very rarely get like a ton of exposition in there, but the story is just so good. There's a ton of exposition, but if you've read anything Silver Age, this is nothing. So, man, yeah, seeing all these characters come together like this, Nova trying to hold his own against these insanely powerful guys, just so cool to see how they use their wits, how they use teams, and just come together to overcome all this craziness. And hot dang, let's get to there we go. Let's see. All right, we'll not show too much at the end. But yeah, so for extras in this, you got a fair amount of extras in here. You got, spotlighting the characters and, yeah, so tons of interview stuff we got here. A lot of interview stuff, actually. Oh, man. And then Dan and Andy, Andy and Dan. I mean, come on. Tons of about and talking about it. And look at this art. Wow, that's so good. So good. Yeah, just a ton of stuff going on in here. Let's see. New Dawn. Spotlight delves into what makes the War of Kings star so cool. So yeah, really, really nice stuff. A little bit of a throwback there. Ooh. And then about the characters in here, there we go. Yeah, Black Bolt, Medusa, Royal Family. And then we got some Warlock. Yes. This book is what made me pick up that new Adam Warlock Omni that just dropped. Had to get that because after reading this book, I was like, okay, I need to get that. Share your vehicle notes, really cool stuff. Character study and line art. Wow, really fun stuff in here. Really good book. But yeah, and then, I mean, everything about this book just screams friggin' awesome. And then you get that giant splash across the front, which just represents the whole story so freaking well. And then I really do like this DM variant cover. Really cool stuff on there. Here, let's get this dust jacket back on there so I can put it next to the original one. There we go. But these dust jackets, both of them, just have really cool art. Can't really go wrong. And in my book, you got this wraparound splash for the regular cover here. So nice. The only thing is, you know, do you want, you know, this sitting next between two black spines if you get the other two Omnis, or do you want this one? You can get some custom ones made if you really want to, but there you go. There's the backs. Pretty similar for text stuff, a little bit situated a little bit differently, but there you go. That is a quick, not so quick overview of the War of Kings Omni. All right, so that was a quick look at War of Kings. Again, the art is just stellar, no pun intended. The storytelling is so cool, it's so well done, and just the overall story is so amazing. I really hope that Marvel continues to reprint this whole series, that they do Road to and whatchamacallit, what's it called? It's right here. Realm of Kings. Geez. I really hope that they continue to reprint these. They've reprinted Annihilation. Conquest for a very long time was in print and you could just get it for like 30 bucks everywhere. Now that's kind of out of print, so they really need to reprint Conquest, Road to, and then Realm of Kings. They just need to reprint everything to go with this series. It is so good. If you are going to read one long cosmic saga, this is definitely it. I know Marvel has had a lot of like the Infinity series. That whole saga is kind of like that Silver Age, like old school cosmic saga. This is like the current age, whatever you want to call it, current standard of cosmic saga stuff. It is so good. I cannot stress it enough. If anyone asks me what Marvel series, like a long form series that they should read, this is definitely it. I friggin' love this book. I love this whole series. I could just gush about it forever. The art's so cool. It's what made me love the Inhumans. Black Bolt is just a beast. Silver Surfer is so good. Adam Warlock, oh my gosh, it is so good. And what's so much cooler is that reading the series gets you ready for a lot of the stuff, at least in my prediction of what's going to be happening in Marvel in the MCU phase 5 and maybe 6 going forward with Adam Warlock and all that crazy stuff with the Skrulls and just, oh man, such cool stuff, such great storytelling. If you have not read it, this is definitely one you shouldn't sleep on. It is so good. All right, I'll quit gushing about it. Make sure to head over to Organic Price Books. Use code OmniBuddy for $2 off every order. If you're ordering a whole bunch of books, 3 more books, use code OmniBuddy, ship it together, all one word, for 5% off your entire order if they're all shipping together. Be careful if you're pre-ordering anything, because then you're going to be waiting for in-stock books to ship once your pre-order comes in, because they all ship together. So be careful of that. But anyways, get out there, get these books, so good. Hit up Organic Price Books. They have the best shipping, best communication and customer service you're gonna find in America, in the country, maybe in the world. Definitely some of the best prices around, so do not be afraid to hit them up. Yeah, do that. If you want to find out more about my channel, hit up OmniBuddy. I'm all over the internet, so you can hit up OmniBuddy. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, always doing photobait. Friggin' love it. But yeah, hit me up there. All right, take care, stay cool.